you got a good one today.
Witch and Wizardry, welcome to the show, boys. Let's get it started and let's put our thinking caps on a little bit.
Boy,
are we ready for this? All right, if you are walking backwards and you look behind you, are you looking forwards or backwards?
What now?
Want it again?
If I'm walking backwards, like if I'm walking backwards,
I get it.
and I turn around.
No. You turn your head around to look. You're walking backwards. You turn your head around to look as you're moving backwards.
Are you looking forward or backwards?
Looking forwards. You take looking backwards. To me, I still think you're looking backwards.
Okay. I can't turn my head past like right here.
So if you're
Y'all
walking
reptilians that you're
wait. So you can't walk backwards and turn your head far enough to see where you're going?
To see.
I'm not saying you have to be an owl. Just like you have to like be looking directly.
Are you?
I'm gonna have a Linda Blair situation.
Or backwards. You're looking
backwards.
So the question basically is distilled down to: is your head the primary instrument of your body, or is it your body? Because you'd be looking forwards if you.
Yeah, I feel like to dive in a little.
You'd be looking forwards if you're moving backwards?
A question like that, how are you not going to dive in deep? You know, I like the Dodgers to cover.
That's a good.
I agree.
That's a good answer, probably to every question. The ACC considers scrapping divisions for college footballs this season. The Celtics blow a late lead at home against the Bucks, and Orlando Arcia hits a beautiful walk-off homer for the Atlanta Braves. I'm Jake Crane. It's Thursday. You better get excited. It's Crane and Company. As the college football season rapidly approaches, yes, there are many stories swirling around college athletics that are in the national conversation right now. We have NIL, the transfer portal, the Leah Thomas situation, and more. But there's one very fascinating subject that may actually happen sooner than what you think. That subject is about divisions and conferences, and should we have them? The College Football Oversight Committee recently recommended that conferences no longer be required to have divisions in order to have a championship game. We've seen this go down in the Big 12. They're already able to do it due to their round-robin scheduling and partly because of the amount of teams they have in the conference, even though that's in flux right now. That will be voted on and passed in short order. It was also just announced that the ACC is thinking about scrapping divisions and going to a 3-5-5 format where you have 3 permanent rivals and play the other schools on a yearly rotating basis, allowing each player to play each team in the conference, home and away, over a 4-year career. I believe they're going to go through with this. Then you look at the SEC, who will be going to 16 teams once Oklahoma and Texas touch down in the conference. Should they give up divisions similar to the Big 12 and soon to be ACC? Hell yes, they should. By adding another conference game, which would put the total to 9 SEC games per year, as opposed to the 8 we've been used to, while keeping your 3 permanent rivals, is the smartest move. Currently, we have teams that don't play each other for the better part of a decade or worse. That's ridiculous. By adding the 9th game and doing away with divisions, the SEC could keep their rivalries, give the fans, players, and coaches some matchups that we haven't seen in a while, and will lead to the beginning of new rivalries. It's like a circle. The goal of scheduling is to be as even as possible while keeping the high-profile games and rivalries intact. Divisions have really never made sense to me. Missouri's in the East. Bama and Auburn is in the West. You don't have to be Christopher Columbus to know directionally that makes no sense. This is a move that needs to be made and should be made once Texas and Oklahoma join the league. Besides, the best way to end division is by ending the divisions. But I will never cause division with blue blocks. We'll get into that. Guys, Georgia's played A&M one time since A&M has joined the conference.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. I know in a lot of things, whether it be business, sports, whatever, sometimes the easiest decision, the decision that makes the most sense, they typically never do. We've heard pods for the SEC, and I want your thoughts on the Big Ten, different amount of teams, which is kind of funny with the Big Ten. But if you're the SEC, and you could have your high-profile rivalries, but you could have every team play every team home and away over a 4-year career. Is that not the whole point of scheduling?
Yeah, you've been saying this for a while with the SEC, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting to hear this come out from the ACC. So this model is 3-5-5.
Yes.
So you'd keep 3 games.
3 permanent games that you always play.
Right. So then your hardcore rivalries are going to stay intact. Mm-hmm. Then you'd get 5 teams that season. You'd play a different 5 the next season.
Yep.
every other
rotating.
year like that.
Yep.
So to me, and let's just stay with the ACC right here because that's what, 13, that's 13 teams plus yourself will be 14, which is what the SEC has right now.
Right now, but they're going
Texas
to 16.
and Oklahoma coming in.
Yep.
So to me, divisions served their purpose, I think, for a long time, right? But the number keeps expanding, and all people want to see mostly are two things, as far as I'm concerned, in college football. One, that the hardcore rivalries don't go away.
That's the biggest thing to me. That's the biggest thing.
And two, I think we like conference championships, right?
Yes.
We like conference. We want to see the two best teams play in the conference championship. And this would keep one division within a conference from being too overloaded, which is what we see in the SEC West right now and in the Big Ten East, right?
Yeah. Well, my biggest thing, the conference championship games, they're never going to do away with those. Too big of a moneymaker. It's too good of a game. But the way you get there has always been really interesting to me. Again, like you just said, if you're playing your three permanent rivals, okay, you get through those. We get those big games. They make their money. They get their marketing off that. We all get it. But going to play other teams in other places, I think will make it even more competitive when you come down to picking those two teams. Now it's not just, okay, you got to win the West and you got to win the East. We've had years where the two best teams were out of the what? Same division. We've had it a lot. You see it a lot. Look at the Big Ten last year. Ohio State and Michigan. I think it'll make it even more competitive. I think we'll get new matchups that we haven't seen in a while. Georgia, Texas A&M, sign me up for that. Especially with the trajectory of where we're going. There's other great examples. There's a team I believe Ole Miss hadn't played since like the Civil War. It's ridiculous. It's been so long. But this fixes it to me. Now, that means they won't do it. That means they'll go to pods and then find a way to do other things.
Close.
But it makes the most sense. Greg Sankey said regardless the SEC is going to be fine, which I agree with him. But again, look at the divisions. Why is Auburn and Alabama in the West? Why is Missouri in the East? Like, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. But again, it's all to getting to the best game for the championship. Whatever gives us the best chance to get to the best game, the two best teams out of that conference at the end of the year. I think it'll make games later in the conference even more competitive as well, because no longer is it, okay, well, we played this team from the West late. We have to win the West or we're not going. You can have a lot of different dominoes fall a lot of different ways late in the season. I think it'll be somewhat new and refreshing as well. Divisions are just like the Model T Ford. Eventually, you invent better stuff.
It was a great staple.
Yeah, like guess what? Atari was great. Sega Genesis was great. You played a PlayStation 5 yet? VR? I mean, come on.
I think it needs to happen. It definitely needs to happen. What's the downside of this?
I don't see one.
What would really be the downside?
If you keep the big games, I don't see one.
As long as you don't have a situation where three teams could have been the best in the conference, right, that didn't play each other that year, which I don't think in this scenario would happen because whoever plays in the conference championship would have had to play one of those other teams. That's your biggest fear, right? It's the same reason why a 4-team playoff exists right now instead of the BCS.
That's why you add
that third team who was good.
That's why you add that ninth conference game. Again, you can't add teams to a conference and not add games
Agree
to the
with
conference.
that.
Those two things go hand in hand, especially if you're trying to be as even-handed as possible. Somebody in the Booster Club, whether it's on YouTube or Daily Wire, actually, Blaine, on the YouTube one, did you put a poll out yet?
I did.
Okay, we already put. I want to find out if they think we should have divisions or not, and who wants pods. And so the only pods I use are Tide pods.
Well, I think
that's what I'm
you're
watching.
adding more teams to conferences, which we're seeing anyways. I kind of like this format because I want to see everybody play everybody. All right, I hate looking over the East and watch Georgia just walk through everybody like it's nothing. Oh, Florida, congrats, you're decent. Maybe in a couple of years, Billy. But I just want to see everybody. I want to see Georgia play A&M.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see the big dogs from each side go at it.
So what if you have a situation, I'm just thinking through this. I haven't done the math based off how many teams are in each conference. But let's say Texas A&M doesn't play Alabama or Georgia that season. And they're able to get into the conference championship game because of that. But we have another scenario where the eye test tells you that Georgia and Alabama are the two best teams in the SEC, but they've played each other, and one of them has a loss there, and one of them has, one more loss elsewhere. In that scenario, what happens?
Well, you're going to have a litany of tiebreakers that go down in this thing. Because, again, you add tiebreakers for who wins the division if there's some sort of tie or something like that there. It typically works itself out. What I'm interested to see is, what really interests me is, if it stays at a 4-team playoff and you go to a 9-game conference schedule and everybody plays everybody, the SEC could legitimately get 3 teams.
I knew you were going there.
I'm telling you right now, like, there's a path to get 3 of the 4 teams from the SEC in the playoff doing this model. Is that why I want to do it? No. I don't think there should be, if you have more than 10 teams in a conference, I don't think there should be divisions. I don't think there should be divisions. I feel like we almost did it backwards.
Oh, that's a good point. So let me ask you this. How do the 3 permanent games get decided then?
See, here's where, this is the trickiest part to me, because you are going to have some overlap somewhere, because there's multiple rivalries, and you got to think that Texas and Oklahoma are going to be in. So if you're A&M, you got to play Texas. Then you got Oklahoma, Arkansas, and LSU. You can only do 3 of the 4. You look at Auburn, your rivalries, Alabama, Georgia. Find one more. Vandy. I don't know. Trying to help.
Wow, look at that.
Huge rivalry. Auburn, huge rivalry.
Vandy
got to play them every year.
That is beneath.
Got to play them every year.
That's beneath you boys.
You got to play
I would say
year.
for
It
Michigan.
needs to be an every year thing. It'll be LSU. Ha 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 ha.
Like Auburn, Georgia, LSU, and Bama.
Every year. Good luck, guys.
That's what they'll do. They'll do it 100%.
Tennessee would get Vandy though, right? Tennessee would get
Vandy,
Alabama,
Bama,
and Florida.
Yeah. If you're Georgia, you'd have Florida because of cocktail party. Auburn.
And who?
Who's your third?
South Carolina, maybe?
Something like that, maybe. Somewhere around there.
I think they should play.
Tennessee.
I think it should be Bama.
Oh, you just
because?
Just because?
What's the booster club?
They deserve it.
What, should we have divisions?
They both deserve it.
Yeah, so we got here. Let's go to the YouTube channel real quick. Colin Houston said, looks like Notre Dame got it right not being in a conference then.
Okay. Again, if it changes where there's I don't agree with that, even with the divisions, because Notre Dame's not in a conference. Like, you're still in a conference. You don't have divisions in the conference. You're in the house. You're just all living in the living room. You're not living in separate rooms. Notre Dame still is going to have to join a conference because it's going to go to super conferences. I'm just telling you, then Notre Dame's going to have to do it. But we're not saying there shouldn't be conferences. We're saying there shouldn't be divisions inside the conference. But I will give Notre Dame credit. That schedule this year, woo!
Yeah, this year, and that's the thing. That's the point with Notre Dame. We talk a lot about how Notre Dame should join a conference, and they think they're better than everybody by not being in a conference. But I get it. Look, it's a historic, storied college football program. My thing is, you're just at the mercy of how good those teams are this year. This is what I've always said about Notre Dame. I love it that they play Southern Cal every year and Stanford every year and used to play Michigan every year before they cut off that part of the rivalry. But you're at the mercy of if Southern Cal is down that year, which they have been, and Stanford isn't great that year, which they haven't been, then if you have even one loss, you might not make the playoff. Even though generally they set those schedules and those rivalries because those teams used to be good every year, so it made them look good.
No, I agree with that 100%. Again, I want to make sure we're saying there still needs to be conferences. There just doesn't need to be divisions in conferences. What else, B?
All right, we got Will Hewitt. The fact that Georgia hasn't been to Cal Field yet is baffling.
It blows my mind. Yep. So Georgia has as many national championships in the last 40 years as they have games against A&M. That's ridiculous. A&M's been in the conference so long now. Obviously, I don't think about them as being new in the conference or Missouri, to be honest with you. That's a game we deserve as fans. They deserve as players and coaches and staffs. We need to get that done. It's just another feather in the cap of why we don't need to have divisions.
And this is how the Big Ten one was when I was in the Big Ten. There were 11 teams in the Big Ten. We didn't have any divisions. And I got to travel to every stadium in the Big Ten except Indiana.
Yeah.
Because it was an every 2-year situation.
Yep.
Darn.
So
you got Purdue. You got two schools in Indiana too, Purdue and Indiana.
Purdue and Indiana, but I got to go to Purdue my junior year, I believe. But just the way that it worked out, because I didn't travel as a freshman, and that our team went to Indiana when I was a freshman, but I wasn't traveling. But I still got to go to every stadium except Indiana, and that was still when there were 11 teams. So it can be done.
Well, again, and we've seen it in the Big 12, the Big 10. I mean, you follow the same route, and I don't like people. Y'all know me. I like using analogies. I like using correlations from one sport to the other. But I think when you're making this argument, people try and use the college basketball argument, or this totally different structure, totally different amount of games, totally different optics and operations behind it. So when you're trying to say, well, basketball does it this way, football needs to do it that way, that's really comparing apples and oranges. But having said that, I do like the way that the SEC does it in basketball. They don't have divisions. It's kind of a round robin, but a lot of teams play a lot of teams twice, which makes that different. I do wish they'd follow the first part of it, though.
All right, Gade Abrams says, totally agree with you, Cone. You want the two best teams in the conference championship games, but scrap the divisions. He says, y'all's content is great. Boys, keep it up.
Thank you.
Love it, man. Thank you for jumping in. Let's get these comments over 1,000
today. Yeah. In the Daily Wire chat, we we want to blow it up today. We want to get over 1,000 for the first time ever, and we're coming for the record on the Daily Wire. We're coming. Y'all heard us.
Just type something in there.
Type whatever. You can just type in ASJF, the QWERTY symbol,
it's a
whatever
free
that is.
thought experiment today.
This is us and Elon. Let's go a little rapid fire. Can we hit the button a little bit?
Oh, hold on.
It's rapid fire time. You love to see it.
Boys.
There it is.
We need to have a conversation about the Boston Celtics. We need to have a conversation.
I'm done with the NBA.
Blaine, I'm going to be honest.
I'm done. I'm done with it. It makes no sense.
I agree.
It makes no sense. And I don't care. No one knows. No, Vegas doesn't know. They have no idea. Apparently, I don't know. He doesn't know. No one knows. You're going to play in the league for 30 years and have no idea. I just watched the Warriors get beat by 50. By 50 without John Morant.
Did I strike a nerve right here?
No. I'm so sick of it. And you might as well. It makes no sense. Nothing makes sense in the NBA. Tell me what makes sense.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Draymond will get a technical.
This Bucks-Celtics game is the most schizophrenic, bipolar, multiple personality. I feel like I'm watching Split. I feel like I'm watching the movie Split. One game is Patricia. One game he's the little kid. One game he's a grown man that takes care of his family. The Bucks lose at home, look bad, look like they get out physical. The Celtics look great. They figured it out. We talk about how well-rounded they are. They're up by 14 in the fourth quarter yesterday. Then Drew Holiday and the Bucks just totally freaked out in a good way. But the Celtics, there's no excuse. You blew it. You blew it. I know the Bucks went 6 of 6 from the three-point line, including Giannis closing his eyes and hitting a couple. There is no excuse when you have Jason Tatum and Marcus Smart and Al Horford and Jaylen Brown and Grant Williams and all these guys that you blow a 14-point lead at home when you got to have it. When you have to have it. Now, I said yesterday the Bucks lost the series by losing that game at home, and the Celtics just totally pull a hey, I'm Patricia, and look like a totally different team.
We have the end of this game if y'all want it.
Let's go run the clip. Cut 182 and 3/4. You got the Celtics are down somehow now, 108 to 107 against the Bucks. You're throwing it in. We got a clear drive to the lane. Marcus Smart, not a smart decision because Drew Holiday just took your cookies and sold it back to the Girl Scouts. And listen, it was way more than this one play, but it looked like the Bucks just decided at one point, all right, we're better than you guys. And I don't blame Marcus Smart for this. Should he have been the guy taking the shot? Probably not.
No, on this one, I thought, get the ball on Jason Tatum.
You got to get the ball on
this one. Get the ball on Jason Tatum. But he had a clear path to the basket. So at least on this one, I thought, okay, he took his chances. I still think Jason Tatum needs to touch the ball. But it was the next one. It was the next one, which is coming right here.
Yeah.
Get the ball. You already tried it once. Get the ball in Jason Tatum's hand and let him win the game or lose the game for you.
That's a horrible play.
That's on the coach.
I don't
That's on
know.
the coach.
Marcus.
And the play before that's on the coach. It is your job to get the ball in your best player's hand in the NBA in crunch moments in the playoffs. I don't care if you're in the huddle and say to four guys, you're not shooting this shot. He's shooting this shot.
Well, my thing, it should have never got to that point. It should have never got to that point. And it's not like the Celtics, while they're still young, it's not like they don't have some old heads or they don't have guys that understand. They're getting looked at in these playoffs really hard. Jason Tatum's trying to cement his legacy. Jaylen Brown's trying to cement his legacy. Al Horford's trying to keep the run alive. It looked like to me they felt like they won the game. That's the vibe I got from watching that fourth quarter. From about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter on, it was like the Celtics like, all right, the Bucks are just going to give up. You forget you're dealing with a championship team.
Yeah.
And it's like the Bucks smelled it like a hound or like a bloodhound. Like they smelled it and they went and sniffed it out. And a lot of things had to go right for the Celtics to blow this and for the Bucks to end up winning it. And it did. But while I'll hate on the Celtics, I do got to show some love to the Bucks. You blow a big game at home. Big game at home. You talked, Blaine. Giannis needs to do even more.
He had the ball. He had to do it.
He dropped a 40 piece.
He dropped a 40.
I'll give you credit for that. But this series, who knows? At this point, who knows?
So who do you got now in Game 6?
I'm going to go with the Bucks. I don't know.
Well, then that means
it's a Harvey Dent. Let me flip a coin.
I'm not betting on the winner. I'm betting on Giannis.
Not a bad.
I'm just going to bet on Giannis to get a double-double. If I'm betting this game, give me Giannis getting a double-double. I don't know. I have no idea. And whoever tells you they do is a liar.
We can talk schematical. We can talk about what the Bucks and Celtics did, but it's just been like this. It's just been like Geppetto's just back there just pulling the strings on Pinocchio. Hey, you got to believe in the Bucks. Hey, you got to believe in the Celtics. Hey, believe in neither of them. Hey, believe in both of them. I'm a real boy.
Oh, anything on the Grizzlies before we hit the ice? Without Ja Morant.
Are they better without Ja Morant?
At some point, we have to have a conversation.
I mean, they looked
I think they're 20-2.
Like last night,
something like that.
They shot.
I haven't seen a better team play all year.
The way they shot last night. Well, it's the way they shot last night. I mean, you had Zaire coming in there hitting threes.
Like, for some reason, they always shoot like this when Ja's not playing. They're always cash apping from three when Ja's not playing. Boys, they were beating the Warriors by 50.
By 50.
By 50
By
points
50.
in an NBA playoff game.
They were playing.
By 50, David.
They were playing 3-6 Mafia and dancing halfway through the second quarter.
They're beating Steph, Clay, and Draymond by 50.
By 50.
Unacceptable.
By 50.
What is
Well,
going
dude, they shot like, look, it's one thing. That was an anomaly last night. I'm just going to tell you. That's not going to be the Grizzlies every night. I think our audience knows that. A lot of people know that. They shot as well as I've ever seen a basketball team shoot. I mean, they did. From everybody. Desmond Bane, killer. He's the scariest Bane I've seen since the last Batman movie I watched.
Jaren Jackson was unconscious.
Yeah, he from three.
Like,
That guy's
I obviously, they're not going to shoot like that every game.
Tyus Jones
They
freaked
shot basically 50% from three, and they shot like 47 threes.
Yeah,
so that's insane. But still, I don't know how. I don't know how you beat the Warriors by 50. I know the final score didn't end like that, but they were legitimately up 50, coming from a guy who had Klay Thompson over on rebounds, who had 3 going into halfway in the third. Felt great about it, but then they took everybody out because you're rolling through Klay, Jordan Poole, Steph, and Draymond Green by 50 points. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's the best thing for the Grizzlies for Ja Morant to go out.
I don't.
They're 20-2.
I think they're 20. They're 21-5.
I will say this: if they win this series, they come back and win this series, and they dominate like they did last night without Ja Morant, I'm be like, listen, I don't care really.
Yeah, that was my next question. I mean, do either of you like the Grizzlies now in this series? I'm sticking with the Warriors.
I'm sticking with the Warriors. I'm sticking. Number one is like Blaine said, the NBA is schizophrenic. It's absolutely schizophrenic.
I mean,
I don't know if I need to make you a sandwich or lock you in the attic.
You have to stick to the Warriors. You know how crazy. First of all, beating someone by 50, the NBA is insane. But you know how crazy you have to be, especially as an analyst, to be like, you know what? The Grizzlies lost their best player, and they're playing against the Warriors. Give me the Grizzlies.
I picked the Grizzlies.
Give me taking the Grizz in the series?
No, I'm saying you know how crazy it would be if you said that. Let me think about it. You're going against Steph, Clay, and Draymond, and you're going Memphis Grizzlies, who just lost their best player. Give me the Grizz.
Is it the Matrix?
Makes no sense. I'm about to start spinning stuff.
Yeah.
Like Inception to see if it falls.
Like the dreidel, just see if it
Nothing
falls?
makes sense. I'm done with the NBA. I'm done with it.
That's how college basketball felt a lot, too.
I can understand it's college kids, though.
Yeah, I can. Hey, look, you beat a core that's won a lot of championships by a lot. I know it's one game, and I think the Warriors win the series. But again, bet in the NBA, I mean, you might as well flip a coin. You might as well just do it.
Well, that's not the only playoffs that are on. Let's talk about the ice, okay? The Rangers.
Yeah.
Save off from elimination. The Panthers and the Flames both go up in their series. Your thoughts?
Rangers, I picked you guys' money line yesterday. Y'all went down to 0-2.
Woo!
And then Sidney Crosby, I hate to see injuries. Sid the Kid goes out, and the Rangers scored 3 goals in like 2 minutes. There was actually like 4 goals scored in like 2 minutes and 15 seconds. The Penguins are the better team. I'm going to tell you. The Penguins are going to win the series. Had a chance to win it last night. Now I believe it's 3-2 going back to Pittsburgh.
I believe.
My biggest thing with the Rangers, and I like their team and I like their makeup, I think the Penguins, with that experience, like I said, it's their last hurrah. It's their last ride down the North Pole, per se, for the Penguins. I think they're going to figure it out. I hope Sid's okay. I need to look at an update on his injury. Malkin's fine. Those guys, again, they're veterans. They've played with each other. I don't think this loss is going to affect them that much. If Sid doesn't come back, then we'll start to talk about it. But if that money line is under 200 or under tomorrow for the Penguins at home to win the series, best believe I'm taking the rent money, putting it in an envelope, kissing the baby, and going to work.
I like that. Well, while we're talking about the Rangers, let's talk about the Hart Trophy finalists, the NHL MVP award. Our boy Austin Matthews, finalist. All right, Connor McDavid with the Oilers, who won it last year and won it in 2016-17, is on the list. And then Igor Shesterkin, the goalie. Who has like a .923 save percentage or something.
Igor, you heard him chanting it. Now, in Pittsburgh, they were chanting Igor and it was not.
It was
very
the other for the other reason.
But
yeah.
you got the Igor chance, and you know what? They don't give Heismans to defensive guys.
Okay.
Give the trophy to the goalie.
Okay, well, that was what I was going to ask. Do you think, like, obviously they should be able to be up for the award, but they also have an award for goalies, the Vinzio Award, right?
Yeah, but see, again, they have a award for best D lineman.
Okay,
too.
all right.
So I want.
Are you going with the goalie?
I'm going with Igor.
Wow.
I'm going with not Igor, not young Frankenstein. I'm going with Igor. Show the defensive guys some love. Dominican Sue should have won the Heisman. They don't give it to Hyde. Will Anderson may break the trend this year, but they won't. They'll give it to Bryce Young again, or C.J. Stroud, or a quarterback, or something like that. Give it to the guy that plays defense, because deep down, in places that nobody still wants to talk about, it's still true. Offense sells tickets. Defense wins championships.
Look, I could get on board with any of these guys. This conversation for this Hart Trophy seems splintered all around the country.
I know who you're picking.
You don't know.
You're going with Austin.
You don't know things.
That's your boy.
Don't act like you know. Just because you got a podcast now. Just elitist.
Yeah, I know you, and you know me, and you know that I know that I know.
Let me say before that, let me say some really nice things about Connor McDavid.
Yeah, I know you're picking.
Because I'll tell you, I haven't been watching hockey for that long, but I can tell when this guy has the puck in his hands. Honest to God, I can. I don't know the numbers yet. Sometimes I don't even know. I can't follow the puck a lot of times. When he has the puck, I know that it's him. He's that fast.
I'm trying to remember.
Generational.
Oh, he's unbelievable. There's another guy. It's Capriso. I'm trying to remember for the Wild. His last name, I'm trying to get the pronunciation right. Slowly becoming one of my favorite guys to watch. I know the Wild lost the other night. This dude is nasty. He is nasty. He's fast on the straightaway. He's fast laterally. He's got really good vision. He's unbelievable at being not a big guy, but can keep the puck in those exchanges when you're going up in the wall there. I need to watch a little more of them. But I'm starting to.
Well, no complaints from me if Connor McDavid goes back-to-back and wins this MVP award. But Austin Matthews, look.
Got to give it to the kid.
Over 60 goals.
Got it in the bag.
Best record for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Give it to him.
Yeah, plays like hockey,
I've almost watched every game he's played this year. He deserves it, guys. He deserves it.
Okay.
Not a violent man.
Bladen's
I'm ready for you to
today.
do this to me.
I'm ready for you to play it.
Will you play it? Will you hit it one time?
Hold on.
This is flaming dragon.
It is.
I love that.
All right, what if from the Boots Club Lane before we get to this beautiful clip we're about to play that brings me joy and happiness on levels.
Okay, I put
you'll
out
never
in the
understand.
YouTube chat. Okay, I put out, I'm done with the NBA.
I'm done. Okay.
I'm done with it. Hashtag I'm done. All right.
Is this a poll?
Age, no, I did put a poll out. You want
we'll get the poll later.
We'll get there.
All right, Age of Keyboard Warrior says, it feels like the 2014 NBA playoffs again with Dub Nation.
With what nation?
Talking about Dub Nation, talking about the Warriors. I don't get that same flavor because the momentum isn't the same. You know, the pieces are a little bit different. There's no Iguodala saving them, you know, at the end, even though I know he's still out there hanging around.
He's still looking for LeBron behind him.
He's still looking for LeBron behind him. Yeah. At this point, who knows? I would say, Keyboard Warrior, leaning on experience is a good thing. Like tonight, when late in the playoffs, the more I'm leaning on the Lightning. You know how to win a championship. You understand it. You're not going to be overwhelmed or overexerted by the moment. You're not going to put too much stock into one moment. I tell you what, if you're a Warriors fan, and y'all know I don't like Steve Kerr, I've said it, caught a little hate on YouTube from angry Warriors fans. That's fine. Bring the smoke. Y'all know where I stay at. It's the Mud Room. Come check it out.
I believe that too. I used to lean on experience in the playoffs.
You used to lean on it.
You did?
Yeah.
How so?
And then I watched the Warriors get beat by 50.
That's one game. It's been so
beat by 50.
Okay. Hold on. Did they officially lose by 50?
It was I think
they were getting beat by 50, Cone. I was watching it.
And it was on the road. By 70 points if they kept the starters in.
No, the Grizzlies had like 115 points with 2
Yeah, it was ugly. I get it.
It was ugly.
But you going to paint them with that broad brush for the entire rest of the series?
Yeah.
If I'm leaning on experience to go on the road and get your ass whooped by 50?
But we're talking about championship experience. It's deeper than that. It's deeper.
I don't need it to be deeper than that. I need experienced guys who've won championship to at least be close on the road.
Well, then you'll never be Flaming Dragon.
I am Flaming Dragon.
You're not Flaming Dragon.
All right.
All right. You want to play this clip before we go to the break?
Because Blaine needs to see some.
You need to see some. The Red Sox played the Braves.
I love this.
Two of the most storied organizations in professional baseball in the world in general. Orlando Arcia playing for Acuna.
Get out of here.
A walk-off, baby.
Let's go, boys.
He's going to rip it to left. It
Don't
just
act
snuck
excited.
over.
Come on,
Don't
boys.
act excited.
Come on, boys.
Poser.
No,
Come
don't
on,
act
boys.
excited.
Yeah. Mike Poser.
Love to see the Soxies lose.
It's Mike Poser.
You love it.
I'm going to Arcia, a guy I was hard on last year. I'm still not convinced he's a great player. Comes through in a clutch moment. Braves figuring out how to win with this, kind of Acuna being back and stuff like that. Got to give a shout out to Arcia and our boys there. Shout out to the Chop House as well.
Chop it up, boys.
I want to eat a Chop House burger live on the show.
What's stopping us?
I don't know.
Okay.
Time?
Put a call in.
I'll put a call in.
Put a call in.
Just
Get in their camp.
DoorDash, how long of a DoorDash is that, you think? It's pretty high bill.
I don't know if
That's
you're finding a
4.
driver, but
That's 4 hours.
The money's right.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Right.
And you'll see the rest or listen to the rest of the show if
go.
you head over to thedailywire.com and become a member. Or you can listen on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you subscribe on everything and leave a 5-star review. And then good words underneath that 5-star review. And share it with your friends and everybody you've ever met on the planet. Go through that Facebook profile list. You know what I'm talking about. We're going to be back with some more great stuff, including Thursday trivia and the greatest ever soda. We're 100% no collusion show.
It's zero collusion.
I don't want any collusion. I don't want any collusion.
I'm not going to have either one of you coming at me.
I don't even want the illusion of collusion. Does that make sense?
I'm with you.
David, you're just a peacock, man. You want to fly.
Blaine, we're going to get to Thursday trivia and answer the questions everybody really wants to know. But first, what's popping in the club? We got some neon signs going, people ordering drinks, having a good time, or what?
Club de la Booster.
We need to get John Taffer in here or what?
We're having a great time in here, like always. I miss my YouTube people. I was in the YouTube chat a good bit today.
What were they saying?
Oh yeah, we did have a hockey question for you, Jake.
Oh, please indulge.
Brendan Moore.
Brendan.
When is Jake picking the Red Wings as his favorite team?
I wasn't super excited about the direction of the program after getting some of the stuff they sent me. It's a lot of questions there. I don't know if it's a great fit. I don't know if it's a great fit. Detroit, again, I'm not hating on that. I'm a Tropics guy. Shout out to Flint. I just don't know if the Red Wings are the right fit for me. Are they still in consideration? Will they have a hat at the table when I make my decision next week after another official visit this weekend? We'll see. I want to give the Canes a little more time in the playoffs. I want to see how they respond on the road after a big win at home.
Red Wings are in my top.
Do you have Red Wings?
We'll
Red
see.
Wings are my
Do you
top
have your Red
3.
Wings? Do you have your
I
Red
spent
Wings?
too much time in Michigan not to love the Red
Do
Wings.
you have your Red Wings?
Yes.
You've earned your Red Wings? Sweet. Nice.
You flown in Russia?
I don't know about all that.
You flew in Russia?
I thought this was a no collusion show.
Damn, you're right.
All right.
God,
Want
Cone.
some more? All right, this is
Yes.
rolling through the chat right now. You can blame Brittany and Addie and producer Justine for that.
Okay, I blame them for everything.
How did tennis go, David?
Oh, wait, you got to
a
tell
lot of
everybody
fun.
what went down, though. Y'all went and played tennis yesterday.
We did.
Went and played tennis
Yeah,
yesterday.
got a workout in.
And I have to be honest, this is the second time I've seen Blaine play. And there has been substantial improvement. I don't know if you've been
Have you
out
been
there
helping him?
practicing. I haven't been. Even though as good as he played, I need to take some credit for that. First of all, the serve. Sir, where did that come from?
From a long line of butlers.
I've had it, I've had it in the bag. It's just one of those things. It's like getting on the tee box, man.
But it wasn't just the serve. You had a nice little backhand slice, which I was not expecting. I was not expecting.
sneaky.
I want to.
He's
The thing about it is
sneaky.
I really want to work on the two-handed backhand, but I feel like do you think I need to get my one-handed backhand down first before I get the two-handed? Or
You would go the other direction.
go 2-1?
Do you grunt when you hit the ball? I can't remember.
Dude, there's some serves I was hitting out there. Like, the thing about this, people don't realize about tennis serves, if you really want to hit it hard, you have to throw it pretty high, and you have to jump and catch that thing at the top of your jump. And by 30 minutes left, I was dying. Like, I woke up this morning, my shoulder was basically like hanging by my knee.
There were a few you hit though where
We'll set up. We'll set up.
But I had a lot of fun. How about you?
And I needed it, man.
Yeah,
that
was fun.
Hot day.
A lot of fun.
We need to go play some hoops soon again. That was fun.
Well, that too.
Especially after the domination. You want to talk about dominating experience in basketball after what we did to everybody here at the Daily Wire in that competition? They're going to make us split up teams next year.
Jack Doe 1196 says, Jake, what about them Caps, baby?
Caps?
What about them Caps, huh? Or you feel like you walked into this with too short of a list?
No. I feel like I walked into it with the perfect amount of list. Teams on the list.
I wasn't attacking you.
The Cap. No, I felt a little attacked. the Caps, again, they just don't move the needle for me. Like, I'm going to be honest. Jack, you'd rather me be honest with you? You'd rather me tell you the truth? They don't move it for me. I don't want to go to Washington, D.C. to watch a game. I don't want to go to Washington, D.C. for any reason other than to accept my award for the smartest boy on the planet award.
But you love Alex Ovechkin.
I like Ovechkin. I like Ovechkin. He's a good player. I'll think about Jack. We'll Red Wings, Caps. We'll see. What else, B?
All right, let me get in here. I found one online.
Really diving in the water.
Okay, Shamgard's Oxgod. What's our favorite, well, individually, what's your favorite golf course to watch or to play?
To watch?
And play.
Like, if I'm watching, I want to watch him play at Augusta.
Yeah,
I wanna
me
watch
too.
the Masters.
I'm going to watch Augusta.
Playing? Magnolia Grove, Mobile, baby. Robert Trent Jones
you going
Golf
home?
Trail.
You going home?
I'm going home.
My favorite course to play.
What is your favorite course to play, Cody?
Favorite course to play.
By the way, we're playing in David Pollock's tournament May 23rd.
Hey,
in
are
Athens.
we trying to go get it?
We need to.
I like playing
It's
Savannah
a scramble.
Quarters.
It's got to start making
minute.
sense again quickly.
I haven't
It
played
needs
it
to start
in
making
Y'all trying to get around in?
Yeah, we need to get
I mean,
around.
at
Call
least
Gator?
9 in
Yeah.
or
You mean
something.
call Gator?
Call Gator. Let's see if we can play at Vandy. That'd be sick.
I'll call him up.
Gator?
I'll text
Yeah.
him right now.
That's when he changed his name to Gator. All right, one more blame, then trivia.
All right, Monty BYSS 98942. Let me get two things in here. He says, I picked Blaine's Beard to win the NBA playoffs.
It's a good chance. I think you're going off at
Good pick.
Consistent. The only thing that'd be the only consistent thing in the NBA playoffs.
Boring Florida Man says, how does Florida have the most team in the NHL playoffs? We don't even have ice.
Fair enough.
That's so
I love it.
Fair
I think it's great for the sport.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's great for the sport. Again, it's just part of it. Like, you obviously have a rink, you can go in there and play. But I think Florida being good in hockey is equal parts hilarious and awesome for the sport. You want to grow your sport, do it in places they're not used to it.
Two back-to-back winners with the Lightning, and then the Panthers have the season they had.
Big win by the Panthers
I will
last
say,
night. Big comeback
big
win
win.
by the Panthers last night. I know we
win.
didn't talk about it earlier. They got down 3-0. I think it was 3-0 to the Caps, then came back and tied it 3-3.
Wow.
Ended up winning 5-3. Got a little dangerous man there for the Panthers.
Even though I will say there's some conversation on the Hart Trophy with the MVP about, they're just going to give it to Austin Matthews because he's an American, and
I wouldn't be pissed about that.
Against Connor McDavid.
Back-to-back World War champs.
Stop it, okay, stop it. He had a great season.
Yeah.
The Maple Leafs have had a great season. Maybe he won't even win the award. I think they're just trying to set up excuses in advance.
They are. Give it to Igor. And listen, Canadians and international people should really relish the fact that American players are starting to make an imprint in hockey. That's a big deal. It's good for hockey. Because guess what? America's pretty big, and we got a lot of money, even though we don't know how to spend it, or we just spend it and then don't know what to do after, which is what we're going through right now. But Thursday trivia, Coney Baloney.
Y'all ready?
Yes. Let me tap into the knowledge vault real quick.
The topic is NBA.
Great.
What I want to know from you two, multiple choice here, who is the only person in NBA history to be named MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year? I'm going to give you three options, all right?
The MVP is playing when they were playing?
When they were playing.
Okay.
Phil Jackson, Larry Bird, or Jerry Mr. Wells.
Larry Bird.
Jerry Mr. Wells.
Give me Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, Phil Jackson, Jerry West.
Probably Jerry.
Give me Mr. Wells.
You want Jerry West?
Give me Mr. Wells.
It's Larry Bird.
I am on fire. I am the smartest dragon alive.
Would you have gotten that if it weren't multiple choice?
No.
This time, though. This time.
You know
Gonna
what?
get a
I'm
little
going to
weird.
stop with the multiple choice. You are hot.
It's going to get a little weird.
I'm hot.
Two dragons. Two dragons.
This is flaming dragon.
They call me Big Earl.
I think you're like a dragon.
A missile well.
All right. Blaine, let's get to Booster Club 2 because I cannot wait to get to the greatest ever today.
Cole Kugler says Florida has no income tax. Best players are going to go there. We talked about this.
We talked about this.
Yesterday, and I do want to say, while the AFC West is the highest tax division in the NFL, there is no income tax in Las Vegas, in Nevada, for the Raiders. Just a heads up there. It's the division I was talking about.
But that's a new thing.
And it's not like the taxes in the city of Las Vegas are the lowest around. Let's not play the game, but let's not play Monopoly.
But them being in Vegas is new. You know, I mean, we're in California.
That's true. It's very true. Planasium.
Huddy, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, bud. You missed the first 30 minutes. First time he's ever missed.
Unacceptable.
Huddy's in now?
It's safe. You're safe now, Huddy.
We missed you. I could feel his presence.
Another thing, we would absolutely destroy producer Justine and Brittany in putt-putt.
You guys would get. Listen, you guys would get.
Wow. Here's a Crane. Here's a question for you, Crane. You like this one? All right. More Steven asks, will America, USA, ever win a World Cup in your lifetime?
No.
Nope.
Unfortunately, not.
Not going to happen.
And my thing is this, and I've told y'all my theory on this, and I'll continue to say it. We need to start treating soccer like we treat other sports.
How so?
It needs to stop being like a privileged, like elite type American sport. We need to get some flavor in there. And put it that we're too slow, in my opinion. But Bradley shouldn't be playing on the team. If that guy's playing, it's not like his last name's like Schnugenfeiser or somebody from like Germany. This is what they do. We need people that start from the ground up, that can run, that are athletic, that can jump, just like we have in all the other sports. Until we start doing that, we're not going to win it.
We got to care more.
Got to care more. That's what I'm saying.
It's all they got out there.
More.
It's all they got out there.
You got to care more.
That's all they got. But it's soccer. That's all they got.
Okay.
We need to stop having guys named Josh and Trevor.
What's wrong with Joshes and Trevors?
They don't win in the World Cup. Okay. Give me guys named Johan. I want guys named.
We need to get like 12 to 15 kids.
Yes, and just put them together
at a young age.
Time them.
Live around each other. They're playing soccer, and then we ship them to Europe.
Yep, let them stay there for a couple
learn
years.
What the real thing looks like. Sleeper cells. Sleeper kids.
Yes.
All right. Train.
Codename kids next door.
Come on back.
There we fixed.
Now we got a shot.
We just fixed soccer. We just fixed soccer and let Will Ferrell coach.
Now we got a shot. It comes down to how much we care. If we cared as much as soccer as we did about football,
but we don't.
Our basketball, we would slaughter them.
But we don't.
But we don't.
We don't care.
We don't. That's what we're saying. That's the problem.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let the rest of the world have that.
No, I don't want the rest of the world to have it. I want it. Dylan?
Let's get better at tennis first, okay?
I didn't want to rawhide Wallace.
Better at tennis first, all right?
Look, this is
we haven't won a major since Andy
We want to be the best at everything.
Okay, that's fine.
At everything.
I'm still not tuning in. I'm not going to tune in.
If you're telling me, all right, that we had some guys, we're projected to win the World Cup, you wouldn't tune in?
We're over there. No, think about this. Think about this. What if we're out there playing Germany in the World Cup? Little flashback.
One of the best.
I might come over.
I might come over.
You come over.
At a bar.
You come over.
At a bar when USA was playing someone in the World Cup. I don't remember who it was.
Was it Landon Donovan when
it mattered?
I might come over in my red, white, and blue.
There's nothing like sitting in a bar with a bunch of people cheering for America.
Yeah, that's exactly. You want to talk about bringing the squad together? That's bringing the squad together. There's no SEC Big Ten. There's no ACC Pac-12. It's all of us. It's everybody in this big island we're on that's connected to Canada.
I just want to make sure I understand the plan. We're going to get a couple dozen kids, get them playing together early.
Yep.
Ship them off to Europe.
Yep.
Infiltrate.
Yes.
Get better.
Yep.
Cut our teeth.
Yep.
Come back.
Yes.
Win for America.
Yes. The long play.
I mean, come on.
It's the long play. I'll chaperone them. I don't care. We can do the show remote.
You want to talk about collusion. So you're on.
No, there ain't no collusion.
You're on to something.
It's preparation.
But that means they won't get to experience
I want to drop them off.
I don't care.
I want to take them.
I know you don't care, but what about
I want to take them.
Then they won't get to play
Soccer's
football.
all they know, David. They don't want anything else. Soccer's all they know.
I want to take them.
So they're robots.
Yes.
I want to take them to a little Italian town that not a lot of people know about. Give us a field. Let's let them play, grow up in the soccer ways. You know, we're not eating with our hands anymore. We're eating with our feet. We're going to learn how to do things with everything we do. We want to change the TV channel. We change it with our feet. You teach them how to do everything with their feet.
Okay.
Therefore, the hands, they don't even need their hands.
Then they would have better pedidexterity. For sure.
I don't know what that word means, but I'm going to take, it's a big word, and I'm going to take his disrespect. Watch your mouth. Blaine?
Is that Kevin Hart? Is that Kevin Hart?
I don't know all these big words you're throwing at me, so I'm going to take them as disrespect. So watch your mouth.
Crane Crazy, CPA 12, says, I will watch any sport that the USA is playing, like the President's Cup, that you guys are coming down for.
I hope. That'd be super sweet. That'd be super duper.
We're staying with you or what?
Yeah, we're staying with you. So are you right?
Go for golfer, says Baby Cone, the next great soccer player.
No.
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 That's a no.
Sacrifice
no?
other people's kids.
It's a hard no.
All right, we have other things on the agenda.
You don't want Adam to see Italy?
We're going to go to Italy
Selfish.
in different ways.
Brad Dad Joke says the #1 seed in the world from tennis is from Serbia. USA might be next round.
The
what are you
number
going to say
one
about that?
seed
In tennis?
In
is
tennis?
number one overall.
Serbians?
I like
The Serbs are balling.
They are. You got Jokic. What are
Jokic
y'all
get
doing
his
over there?
trophy.
I like the Spaniards.
He was on the he was in like the carriage for the double horses. He had like a helmet on.
I love this guy.
I still like Nadal.
I don't know if he's going to dunk the ball or try and kill Bruce Willis in a movie yet, but I mean, he's really good. What else, Blaine?
Let me get back to the name, but they asked, did Baby Cone get his gambling powers from what he was doing to your CD earlier?
I can't explain where he's gotten these picks right from, but he's on.
And he makes them.
He
looks them up. He researched it. How old is he?
He's 8 months, and he's been talking about his back's been hurting.
He's
and I've been
almost
wondering,
been-
like, I wonder
he's
is
almost-
my son, is his back hurting? He's like, oh, he's carrying the team. Now I get it.
So he's almost been out as long as he was in.
We're almost there.
Wow.
Yep, we're
I wonder
almost
if that's
there.
like in not
Sort
saying
of a point of no return situation.
yeah, it's like if you had 2-year prison sentence, like you hit 2 years out, it's got to feel good.
I don't know. Never done it.
Yeah. Is it true that your belly button used to be your mouth?
Me personally or
Yes.
everyone?
Everyone's.
It didn't used to be.
That was one of my
mouth.
cold openers this morning.
It used to be the mechanism by which you were fed. That doesn't mean it's your mouth.
Yes, it is.
Okay, it's your mouth.
Your
I love
bed,
that. It's your question to answer.
is your bed just a shelf for your body? that
Dude,
you put
stop.
up with?
Blaine, I don't want to do this.
This is a whole different
I
show.
don't want to go into the mind, the circular staircase, the spiral staircase that is your mind.
Okay, all right.
I'm talking about Interstellar.
PH Diesel. Other countries have their athletes play soccer year-round. They don't
Yes.
take much of an offseason compared to the USA model.
That's why we take them over there. We fixed it. We fixed it for you guys.
Yeah, if you're talking
It took
about
us 5
winning the
minutes.
World Cup, there is no time off.
Yeah.
No time off. What do you mean? Like, there's no off season.
Sleep? What's that?
Yeah, so, yeah, he's exactly right.
All right, Johnny Blaze, 1124, says, why didn't I know there was a sports talk here? Sweet. Thanks whoever did all this, faces and behind the scenes. He says, thanks and loves the content.
Hey, appreciate it,
Hey.
man. Welcome. Glad you found us.
We'll be on tomorrow again as well.
Survive.
Every day.
Survive. By the way, that was a Christopher Walken impression I did the other day. Not oh boy from New Girl.
What is New Girl?
Schmidt?
And who said that it wasn't Chris?
Somebody was like, hey, was that a
First of
Schmidt
all,
impression?
first of all, New Girl is a phenomenal show. It's
It's a good show.
a great show.
Good show. Good show.
Is
You
it
watch
really?
it, you'd probably like it.
I was
don't-
about to.
You don't like anything.
Jake, you.
I'm not big
you
Zoe
co-sign
Deschanel.
this? You co-sign this?
It's a good show, not a great show.
Great show.
Breaking Bad is a great show.
I would say Breaking
Dexter
Breaking
is a great
Bad
show.
is an elite show.
Game
Yes.
of Thrones.
I'm try-
is
Dexter
That's what I'm
is
saying.
an
There's a
elite-
huge
Game
yeah.
of Thrones is an elite
There's a
show.
huge
Okay,
gap.
so you'll get on board with the Game of Thrones?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got a great Christopher Walken impression. I think it's pretty good.
I think it is too. Hit me.
Thank you.
Hit me with it.
Punch him.
Cone.
Oh, I was going to say, Jake, you punch him in the face right now.
Okay, you stay on that side.
You said hit me, David.
Yeah.
Trying to help
I just
out.
want some more cowbell in my life, is what I want.
Big Nickelback guy. Huh?
Big Nickelback.
I just said they weren't awful.
They
Don't
aren't.
you put that on me.
They aren't.
Honestly, though, rate my Christopher Walken impression 1 through 10.
Let's go.
All right. It's, when I'm looking at college football, it's crazy to see Alabama and Georgia. They're always the best. Who's the third
Say
best?
7.
7?
You know what?
Man, I feel like it's a 9.
I give it a 5 out of 5.
Yes, sir.
Worked 40 hours.
And on that note, return to the Booster Club, Blaine, because Jake is cutting into the board. Here we go. What else from the Club of Booster, Blaine?
Director Mark said he gives you 6 out of 10.
All right, Mark, I'll see you after the
Russell
show,
7426 says it's not terrible, which makes it look amazing to today's sitcoms.
Thank you.
Like New Girl?
No, you're talking about
What else, Blaine? I need more
Walken-
feedback on it.
Christopher, I'm reading Christopher Walken impression. Scaly Manfish said Blaine would like the
Scaly Manfish?
New Girl. I've seen all of it, man.
Yeah, Blaine loves New Girl.
How many seasons? are there?
Rad Dad Joke says New Girl started really strong but fizzled out.
That's what they do, though. They run out of stuff. They run out of ideas.
Jay Bagwell 2000 said that was the worst Christopher Walken he has ever heard.
There's no way that's the worst.
Was better than your bet spin. Better than your bet spin.
Jeff.
That's the worst you've ever heard. All right.
Wait, go down. What'd they say about Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, I want to see. Hold on.
Walking from Pulp Fiction. Can you do Pulp Fiction one? This hunk of
That was
junk.
the worst Christopher Walken. Was that Jay Bagwell?
Yeah.
Wow, Jay Bags. That's tough. Now I got to put you on blast. Like
Hudson Little said New Girl's fire. I'm telling you, bro, it is.
All right, well, what else is fire? Well, it's not what.
Brad Dad Joe says you sound like Christopher Walken's mom.
You don't talk about Denise walking like that.
Denise.
You don't talk about Denise.
Denise.
What if they did all talk the same? I think that's a skit where they all talk exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're at the board, obviously, of light, dark, left, right, up, down, middle, and outside. Here's what we got today. I'm 9-9 overall. Listen, you got to be what, Blaine?
Keep it steady.
Steady. Steady at 9-9. Look, I believe in the Lightning. Don't believe in the Thunder in basketball, but I believe in Lightning in hockey. So I'm going to go Lightning, money line, Flaming Dragon, minus 134. Then the Kings. Plus 1.5. We're at home. You can win the series, I believe. I think the Kings are up 3-1.
1.5.
I think they're 3-1 or 3-2.
3-2.
3-2.
It's going to be 3-1.
Okay, I'm tripping. Sorry.
Actually, let me check that.
Trust true.
Go ahead. Keep going.
How many games are there?
Okay.
5, right?
Yeah, okay. The Kings, I think, can clinch the series tonight. That's I'm tripping. I'm going Kings plus 1.5. They're going to lose by a goal. I'm going to tell you right now. They're going to lose by a goal, but I'm going to cover it's plus 1.5 minus
Kings are up 3-2 and they're at home.
3-2 and they're at home.
Yep.
So you can win the series. You can end it right here. Are you a King or not? We'll see. I'm going with the Kings. Get me to 11-9. Give me to 11-9, and I will do what Michigan could never do when it came to Georgia.
Huh?
Finish. Go ahead, Cone. What do you
Well, I don't understand why that was relevant.
I just saw the spinning helmet.
That's just a cheap shot at you, Cone.
Yeah, well, I so
He does that.
All right. Anyway, you know what? We came in yesterday and we did not have a 0-0 mentality.
New pad,
I came in here
man.
talking about the new pad.
You
that
did.
We went 2-0, and then what immediately happened, Blaine? What immediately happened last night? My first 0-2 night in ages. Not good. Not acceptable.
You're a big bounce back guy, though. You're a big bounce back.
Well, we better bounce back. Yeah. All right. We've been chopping our
Put
feet
it
all
on the line.
morning.
You got to put it on the line.
There's been some whispers that
I just hope that new pad's not cursed.
There are no whispers.
I just hope I hope that new.
There are no
I hope
whispers.
that new pad's not cursed.
Dodgers. First 5 on the money line. First 5 on the money line. Minus 125.
How's mine?
Let's figure it out.
Mine 150 up there.
And then I want the Leafs Lightning over 6.5 goals. Hit for me with 2 empty netters last weekend. Everyone saw my wife putting out pictures on social media, really putting me on blast out there.
Always
That's
good.
all right. That one's going off at minus, what do I have, minus 115 up there?
Yep.
Minus 115. Leafs Lightning over. I have no idea who's going to win this series. This series is like the Bucks Celtics to me. I don't know who's going to win it, but I want the over. Let's score some goals. And
That's
that.
who's gonna win.
Can you hit that one more time before I do my bets?
You want one more time?
This is flaming shotgun.
All right, here we go. All right. Yesterday, A's hit, loved it, felt it.
A's murdered.
Knew they would. Was going to take it the day. Hey, let's play 11:30. Let's play at 11:30 today, A's. Last time I looked, they were up 4-0. So great, awesome. So what's going to
Dude
take
on Twitter gave you, he was like, thank you for.
Yeah, he called me. I'm now known as the king the king of Oakland. So I'm pretty
You're the
stoked about
king of Oakland now?
The king of Oakland. Yeah.
That sucks.
You can have it.
At least I'm the king of something.
Yeah.
All right. I was going to take the Reds Monday. I was going to take 2 dog bets today, boys. But I look at the Reds. Guess who's not playing? One of my favorite.
Joey Votto?
Joey V. I can't bet him. I can't bet him without Joey V. It just doesn't feel the same. So this one I'm
I
going to
bet against him.
So I'm going to go to McDonald's. All right. I'm going to double up. All right. Little double cheeseburger type of day today. I'm taking the Dodgers minus 1.5 at home. They got an arm on the mound.
Who is it?
A nice one. I don't know. It's pretty good. All right. I can't remember his name. I think it's 3-0, 1.6 ERA.
You really dove down.
I can't remember the names. I look at so many pictures a day. Like, it's ridiculous.
So we're bet buds on this or
Yeah,
what?
we're bet beds minus the first 5. I'm taking money line. All right. You got it at minus 121. I guess mine's at minus 150. It doesn't sound right, but I'll go back and look at it. All right, then I'm taking the Dodgers minus 1.5 for the game, plus 134. Look, if you're going to put that arm on the mound and you're going to win that first 5, let's go ahead and win this game by 2.
Can I tell you my strategy? Just like real quick.
Strategy.
Yeah, it's called strategy. So I want to get up enough to where I can start taking some dog bets to really push the units up like I'm adding on to the apartment. So
I need to talk about to our guy about how the units work.
you don't know how units work?
Yeah, I do, but I feel like I should have got a bigger bump yesterday than what I did.
Well,
Because I hit a plus 130 bet, then lost a plus.
I don't know. Listen, and I went up like
if you 0.02.
If you want to form a special counsel to investigate it,
I'm going to get in touch with some honorable gentlemen.
All right. You want to touch some honorable gentlemen?
Get in touch.
Okay, sorry.
You okay?
Those are
No, I
different.
didn't. I was making sure you
okay?
said what I thought you said.
Things that go through his head, man. It kind of worries me. Anyways, I'm going to get a couple honorable gentlemen, and we're going to sit down. We're going to have some tea, maybe some crumpets. They're British.
They're British.
And we're going to figure it out.
You know what?
Yeah.
College Schwarber, you are out of.
I thought you were going to hit cacao. Baby Cone. Houston Minnesota, that's the Astros and Twins.
Mm-hmm.
People. First 5, under 4.5 at -120. Baby Cone.
He said he really liked this one.
Looking to go 10-3. You get out to a 10-3 start.
It's hard to catch.
You got to feel good about it. You got to feel good about it. What else, Wade? Booster Club. Talk dirty.
Control Dog Delete says, Blaine's bet today. I take the announcer of the Kings game tonight blowing his nose using under 2.5 tissues.
Yeah.
I would be taking my next door neighbor's grandma for getting her son's name under 5 times.
Yeah, look, I'll tell you, there's a bet that the
not
Booster
that
Club threw out there that's going to, wow, it didn't hit. It hasn't hit. I can't bring it up. Or Rad Dad in Texas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll say it a second, it's the end of the show, but it doesn't count if it hits.
And we have greatest ever.
Yeah,
too.
greatest ever.
Oh, we do, greatest ever.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and start it. Greatest ever soda. Everybody in the Booster Club, whether it's YouTube, Daily Wire, whatever.
On YouTube.
You got to tell us what your favorite soda is. We're going to go around. We're going to start with Cone. Cone, just tell the people what you like is best because it's not.
It's between 2.
Oh, it is.
It's a 2-horse race. Easy. Dr. Pepper and root beer. That's really what it's down to.
What
Okay.
planet are you
And we're going to
from?
take draft root beer.
What is-
We're going to go
what
draft
is-
root
Yo,
beer.
were you born
And
on Saturday?
Sounds like I'm not the only one because the poll on Twitter is hopping right now, and people really like Dr. Pepper. So I don't know what happened to you guys. I don't know.
How many people are on that poll?
Huh?
I'm not saying.
It's 7.
I'm not saying.
5.
I'm not saying that it is a bad
It
drink.
sounds like you are.
I'm not. I like root beer. Root beer floats.
Root beer is good.
Root beer floats.
beer is good.
We all float down here, bud. But my biggest thing
Best soda.
is if we're saying best soda, if we're saying
Don't say
what is the
Fanta.
best soda in America, it's pretty simple, and I'm gonna tell it to you right now.
Tell me.
It's Fanta Orange.
No.
It's the orange Fanta.
No.
I'm sorry.
Not in
I'm
the
sorry.
top
Y'all can
5.
say what y'all want.
Not,
y'all
no.
can believe what y'all want. But everybody knows in a place they don't want to talk about deep down inside that legitimately Fanta Orange is the
I
best
bet.
soda there is.
I bet I could get on my phone right now, go to Google, type in what's the best soda in America.
Coke
Dr.
will pop
Pepper
up.
and root beer.
It'll be Coke.
It'll be Coke.
Because Coke is the best soda ever made.
No, it's not.
Ever made, and it's not close.
No,
Old
not a
Coke is
popularity
It's not
contest.
even close.
We're having a
It's not a
popularity
popularity
contest, okay?
contest, but most people drink it. You know why, David? Because it's the best.
We're not talking about who
It
makes
was like the
best
first.
Christmas
It's the
commercials.
first and the best. It's still the
Actually,
best.
Dr. Pepper's older than Coca-Cola.
I don't care.
Do your research.
He said it was the first.
It's like 2 years old.
He said it was the first.
Yes. Go look this stuff up.
The wine is the most drank soda.
That actually hurts
Do
your
not
argument.
disrespect Larry Culpepper.
I will.
By talking
He doesn't
trash about
exist
Dr.
anymore,
Pepper.
David. He's
Ice
gone.
cold Dr. Pepper.
Larry's
and
gone.
that's part of their
He's
problem.
been gone.
That's part of their
He's
problem
been
because
gone.
Fanville is not cutting the slack.
not
It's
cutting
not
it.
holding
It's
up to
not.
it right now.
It's not.
It's not getting the job done.
It's not.
Guys,
We
I
miss
thought
Larry.
there were
It's Coke.
there were 3 things we said we'd never talk about on here:
What?
politics,
Mm-hmm.
what happened that weekend in the Andes, and Larry Culpepper.
I had to bring Larry up.
You don't bring up Larry Culpepper. That's a very soft subject for me. I'm trying to get over it. I've been to counseling. I got my chip. Dr. Pepper here. Ice cold Dr. Pepper here.
The guy invented the college football
What's your favorite
playoff.
soda? Oh, Coke, you said?
know?
It's Coke. It's Coke. The guy invented the college football
He
playoff.
invented the college football playoff. So
No, he didn't.
Disrespect
Yes, he did.
He didn't.
Yeah,
He's
he
an
did.
actor.
He did invent it.
He just goes around. Did he do a good job?
What
For
did
sure.
you just say?
All right, Fanville, they did ruin it, but I mean, at this point, it's all about the commercials with a guy who says you're turning into your parents. That's what it's about.
Dr. Rickett does have the best commercial out right now.
First of all, at least none of us said Pepsi. At least we have
Yeah.
that going.
No.
for us.
What's the Booster Club say, Blaine?
Everyone says Coke.
No, they don't.
No, they did
Stop
not.
lying.
No, they did
right,
not.
I can look at it.
Dr. Pepper is great. It's the first one I see
That
on
says
there.
gross,
Blaine.
not great.
Says great. Sir, honest, root beer is the only thing you can drink. It has as beer. Look, I'll never not root for beer.
Come on. A lot of good stuff happening.
I'd rather have a butter beer than a root
Cream
beer.
I'm
soda.
going to start curating the chat.
Jake, if you really
to
like
pop in that
Fanta,
one.
prove it. How many cavities do you have? Bro,
In my mouth? Or another
Fanta's
place?
not even the best orange soda.
Oh, say some, kids. Okay, we're not
Pepsi.
we're not
Steven says
cannibalizing each
Coke.
other.
Alan Adams says Coca-Cola.
Jeez.
Orange Fanta's amazing, but it's no surge.
Ooh, Surge.
Lose points
You
for
lose
saying the
points just
word
saying the word
Fanta.
No, I don't. Do you want a Fanta?
I tell you what,
Obviously
to be honest with you, I like vanilla Coke
Dude,
better than
okay.
regular Coke.
There we can get on board with
I
that.
like vanilla Coke better than regular Coke.
By the
Coke
way,
is
a
made
great
better
drink.
with vanilla.
If you mix Captain Morgan and Sunkist, tastes just like vanilla Coke. You're welcome. How about that?
Does it really?
I just pulled a John Taffer. All right, let's get to the Booster Club picks. Unsolicited ran 2 is 4-0. We had a couple tragedies last night. JT Bryan, I'm going to get to you, brother. He wants Joaquin Neiman over Mark Leishman for the first round. That's minus
golf.
125. I like this. JT Bryan 91 was 6-0.
Dang.
6-0. I think you
It
took
ended
the
last
Brewers.
night?
They looked you in the eyes and lied to you. He wants to take the Blues money line tonight. Wildcats, Cubs fans, 4-0. Him and Unsolicited Rand 2 are leaders in the clubhouse right now, both at 4-0. He wants the Blues money line. So you got a little bet bud situation there. Boring Florida man wants the Mavs +2. He's 2-0. Shane B wants James Harden. What's up, cuzzo? James Harden over 19.5 points. Rad Dad in Texas put stickers don't count being mentioned to the show. Minus 250. A lot of people upset that didn't hit. Didn't think about it before.
Stickers don't count. Stickers do count.
But see, it doesn't now because I told
Now
you
he
that.
hit.
Dodgers minus 180. That's probably going to hit. Or minus 160. I can't see that far. I'm not Hawkeye. Riley Zach 19. Blues money line. A lot of people riding with the Blues tonight. PH Diesel. Welcome to the party. Zach Riley also welcome to the party. 76ers money line. Way to jump in here. The Germ 27. So 0-1 wants the Reds +1.5 without Joey Votto.
Take a money
tomato,
line.
I say tomato. We'll see how it goes. JMPB _ the only one is 0-6. And he's taking the Canes money line.
I love it. 0-6, don't care. Go with a dog bet.
Fight it. Just keep fighting it. Sometimes it's going good. Sometimes it's not going good.
Oh, and we hit over 1,000 comments.
1,000 comments.
Yes,
Hey, hold
yes.
on.
Hit something.
Yeah! Club's going up.
Club's going up. Yeah, come on.
Club's going
Club's
up.
going up. Do we got that one still?
David, the club's going up.
David, the club's going up.
Hold on. There's a lot happening here.
On a Tuesday.
On a Thursday.
Yes, on a Thursday. Parting thoughts, anything else?
I might put a poll out.
Yes. Did it
right.
hit anybody?
All right. Should I be called Dragon on the show?
Ginger Dragon.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not calling you that.
It's about the people.
You're
It's
bearded
not about-
dragon or ginger dragon.
It's definitely not ginger.
Or flaming dragon.
I'll be called Flaming Dragon.
You're down with flaming dragon?
Yeah, call me.
I'll call you flaming dragon.
I'll call
for
you
one show.
Ginger Dragon.
Actually, you know
No,
what?
just call me Flaming Dragon.
Ginger Dragon.
Every Friday, I will call you flaming dragon. So every Friday, just Friday. I'm not doing it Monday through Thursday.
Why not? The people
Just-
want it.
No, I
The
don't want it.
people want it.
I don't want it.
Should I be called Dragon on the show? Yes, 55%.
That's
You didn't let us.
Call me Dragon.
YouTube Booster Club, which is all the same Booster Club.
Dragon.
You're tomorrow. You'll be flaming. I'll call
I'm
you
Flaming Dragon.
I will
At least
call you
3 days out of the week.
Flaming Dragon all day tomorrow.
I
It's a
will.
good fit for you.
Are we drafting tomorrow?
Yes.
We're drafting tomorrow.
Yes.
We are drafting.
NBA top
Finally.
5 of all time draft. We're gonna snake draft it, right?
We're going to snake draft it. We're
Snake
going to do
draft it.
rock, paper, scissors to see
Can
who
we do
picks
that right
first
now?
on the
Can
show.
we do that right now?
Let's do the rock paper scissors right now.
Right now.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Let's do it right now.
Let's do it right now.
With a
Let's
full
do it
build.
right now.
I'm going to walk into tomorrow today, know where I am.
Yeah, I need to know where I'm at.
Okay, how are we going to
we
do
all-
it?
We're gonna go rock paper scissors shoot.
Do we all three go at the same time?
All three at the
No,
same
we
time.
can't do,
all
we can't do
three.
rock,
Okay,
paper,
so
at the
me,
same time.
Yeah, y'all two go first.
Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Rock paper
And
scissors shoot.
Okay.
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes. Here we go. Blind. Rock paper scissors shoot.
Let's go. First pick.
Then you
First,
have-
I knew exactly what you were going to do.
choked it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Wow.
Come on.
I'm
You know
going
what?
first.
I'm
Come
not-
on. He's going
you know what?
second.
I was going to
Cone's
trade.
going third.
I wanted to trade my pick away to
Well,
third
are we
anyway.
saying
You can't
this?
trade picks.
Are we saying this? If Cone
Well, I was
picks-
going to offer it.
if Cone picks it thank you. I'm getting whispered in my ear. That was funny. Cone, if he picks third in the first round,
gets
says
first.
He
The
picks
snake
first in the
draft.
second
Yeah.
round.
It's a
So
snake
yeah.
So I'm happy
just
about
making
it.
Who you
sure.
taking
Honestly.
with one?
Not telling you. That's for me to know and you to find out.
I know who he's taking.
Vontae Mack, no matter what.
I know he's taking.
Also, it's other guys' night tonight.
Yes, Cone will watch the other guys and hopefully change
Second
the line.
review.
Make sure you're subscribed everywhere. Hit over 1,000 comments. I don't want to hit less than 1,000 comments now. And on YouTube, I want 1 trillion comments. Not 1 million, not 1 billion. I want 1 trillion comments on YouTube. We'll work on that. Make sure if you haven't bought one of the new stickers that we dropped, you follow that link. I put it out on social media. We got
Stickers,
a whole
Crane
merch store
Company
coming.
stickers do count.
Crane and Company stickers do count. Obviously, we all agree on that. We appreciate you guys. Make sure to keep telling everybody, subscribe, TikTok, all that stuff. We want to keep growing like a weed. We appreciate you guys. Remember, without you, there is no us. And like my even record of betting after tonight, either way, it's going to happen. We're going, gone.